Let us see the casting defects. So defects like uh, are differentiate as an visible defect, which are visible to our naked eyes, then internal defects, which is exactly to the internal of your component and which can observe only by breaking your component, and another is an surface defect which will be present just to the some middle layer. If you rub the component above surface, below that you will find out that some blowholes or scar or blister will be present. So invisible defects like shift or mismatch, shrinkage, cavity, misrun, hot tear, fins, flash. In internal defects like blowhole, porosity, inclusions, draws. In surface defects like scar, blister, swell. So let us see one by one. So the invisible defects, what is a shift or mismatch? So this is a component. So if you see this component, you will see that along the parting line, the component has been shifted. That is, top half and bottom half has been shifted. It doesn't match exactly. So this kind of an defect is called as a shift or mismatch, as it is not matching with the, as this top half and bottom half is not matching, so we call it as a mismatch. Here you can see the 2D figure. So cause is what? Mismatch of the cope. So if the cope and drag of your mold cavity is not aligned properly, then this kind of an defect will be produced. So what will be the remedy now? What precaution you can take? So when you fix the top half and bottom half, here you can provide a dowel pin, or due to that what will happen, proper alignment of your top half and bottom half will be there, and due to that this mold surface will be matching exactly and you can reduce this effect. Another is an flash or fin. So you can see this is the actual component, and along the component or on the parting side, parting line, some layer of material will be seen, which will be around, having a thickness around the gap present in your parting line. So that gap will be filled with this molten metal, and after solidification you will get this kind of an fin or flash type of an image. So the additional material get attached to the casting process, and the parting plane is called flash. So what is again cause? Improper closure of your cope and drag will leave space. So if your improper alignment of your cope and drag will be there, then there will be some space will be present in this parting line, and that space will be filled with the molten metal, and after solidification it will be seen in this way. So again, to reduce this effect, you should have a proper alignment of your cope and drag. Then shrinkage cavity or shrinkage defect. Here you can see, due to the shrinkage, crack has been generated, as there is no good uh, directional solidification. Your component have been shrink, and due to that shrinkage, space has been formed, it is called as a shrinkage cavity. Here in this component it will be present here, in here, as the material is getting shrinkage outward, a cavity will be generated here. Even at this joint, a shrinkage cavity is present over here also, and here. So this is an actual component example. So what remedy you can take? A non-uniform heat transfer from the casting, that is, what is the cause, by what reason it is caused. So as if you are not giving a good directional solidification to this shrink cavity, this kind of an shrinkage defect will be observed. So now how to eliminate this? So you can use chills to get a good directional solidification. So chills are metal parts. So in this case, if I want to give reduce the solidification, shrinkage defect, what I will do, in mold sand itself I will have a metal part in here. So due to that, what will happen, whatever the heat should be there, it should be get transferred to the surrounding very fast, so that you can reduce the shrinkage defect. And if I make here some space of an metal which will absorb the heat from this space, so we can achieve or we can reduce the shrinkage defect, as your heat present in a molten metal get transferred fast to the surrounding. So it can be uh, so this condition can be achieved by using chills. So that concept we'll see later on in detail. Next, let's see Mishran. So in Mishran you will find out that it is an actual component where Mishran defect is there. So due to the non-availability of molten metal at the farthest point from the pouring, so it is called as an Mishran, as this space will be remaining as it is, or the molten metal will be not reached to this space while pouring. So this kind of a defect will be seen. So what are the reason? So pouring temperature is low. If the pouring temperature is low, this defect will be there, and pouring is done too slowly. So for this reason we are interested to find out the value of an pouring temperature or pouring time. So to reduce this defect, you have to increase the degree of superheat by minimizing the pouring time. Then another is an hot crack. So in previous days, if you have seen your pipeline, so those all are made by an casting. Nowadays also, if you have seen the old pipelines which is used in Mahanagarpalika, or somewhere you might have come across of at your home as well, your wall are generally made of an casting. So this the same part. And hot crack formed during cooling after solidification because of internal stress developed in the casting. So maintain the optimum cooling rate or slow cooling while will relieve the stresses without the cracking. So for this reason also we are interested to find out the cooling rate of your casting. So for all this reason we are we need to find out, or we need to see the numerical on the concept like pouring time, cooling rate, solidification time, so that you can reduce this kind of end defects. So internal defects. So in internal defects, blowholes will be present. So here their components is shown. So when you remove some layer of your component, at middle of your component you can find out that there will be some space will be remain without filling a molten metal, and this space is called as a blowhole. So low porosity of molding sand, and because of aspiration effect, as we discussed earlier too, a blowhole will be formed in your component. So remedy will be increase the porosity property of by decreasing the ramming force, increase the grain size of your sand particles, so that whatever the gases will be there in cavity, it will transfer to the mold sand very fast and it will escape to the environment. Then decreasing the moisture content. Sometimes if the sand is wet, it will try to absorb that moisture into the cavity, and due to that blowholes will be remain bubbles will be remain in the cavity, and after solidification that space remain hollow. So for that condition not happen, you have to decrease the moisture content. So this is a 2D figure. In exam you can show those figure in this manner. Another is an porosity. So when a number of holes present in a space, like a pinhole it will be. So if you have seen your pin, then those kind of an holes will be present in the casting, and it is mostly this kind of an defect will go observe in more in a casting. So you can't completely eliminate this defect, but you can reduce it. So these are the components where porosity will be formed. So presence of very small size air or gas particles inside the casting is called porosity. Again you can use the causes and remedy of the previous concept. Then inclusion or sand inclusion. So the presence of sand particles inside the casting is called an inclusion. So when you pour a molten metal, and during pouring a molten metal, if it carries a sand with it, and uh, uh, it will flow into the cavity, and after solidification it will remain as it is. So after removing the component from the sand, you will find out that some sand might be getting stuck to the component. So here is an component where you can see these shapes are nothing but the sand inclusion, this one. So due to sand erosion, as I told, sand erosion will take place due to the turbulent flow of molten metal. So ensure a laminar flow by designing a proper gating system. For this reason, we have to design a proper gating system. Then dross, presence of foreign particles or impurities inside the casting is called andross. So when in furnace, when you melt an aluminium, so in aluminium itself it has some foreign materials in it. So when you pour that molten metal into a cavity or in pouring basin, it will carry those impurities with itself, and you can eliminate those impurities by skin bob and strainer concept, as we have seen this concept in riser design as well. Another is an scars, is an hollow space generally occurring on the flat surfaces and is open to the atmosphere. So remember scar, cross, blister. Blister is a scar covered with a thin layer of metal is called blister. So it is, blister is a scar only. Only scar will be what? It will be open to the atmosphere, and blister will be uh, it will be having some layer on it, so it will be not seen exactly. When you break this layer, you will find out that a hollow space in the component. So in next lecture we will see different types of an casting process. So for today, thank you.